Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am sharing this chair with this little baby here. He's back. Hello. Stealing all the attention again, right? As usual. He's the true star of this show or of this channel, right? Isn't he? So a couple of you actually asked me to do an updated wishlist video, and let's be honest, I love these two. So I summed up a couple of items that are on my wish list or that I have my eyes on for quite a while. Probably not all of these I will be able to afford or to get my hands on. However, you know, on some of these I might actually pull the trigger within the next couple of months. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Evelyn, and on The Geek is Chic we are talking about fashion, about luxury fashion, about investment pieces, about smart and mindful and real advice and inspiration when it comes to fashion. So if you are into that, please make sure to subscribe, to hit that notification bell, to make sure that we see each other again, that you see this face and his face again. So without further ado, let's dive into the topic. So the first item would be the DIOR t-shirt. I know these t-shirts are kind of like on the branded and on the logo-ish side. I just like to, you know, always keep the balance of having mostly unstated items and then a couple of more branded logo-ish statement items. And this of course would fall into the second category. However, I think that due to the fact that the DIOR is not, you know, technically the Dior logo, and because of the fact that it has this faded design to it, that actually makes it a little bit more harder to recognize. It's more of a, you know, on second view branded item. I do have a Balenciaga t-shirt and a Rodin t-shirt, which I ended up wearing a lot this summer, or this like year in general. I typically wear a lot of blazers, especially for work, so I like the fact that these t-shirts kind of act like a little bit of a statement piece while still being super comfy and kind of a super versatile and basic item. You know, I had my eyes on the DIOR cashmere sweaters as well that have like the DIOR on the back, and I love these. However, I think that out of this t-shirt I would get much more wear out of. I can layer it up in winter, I can wear it on its own in summer, and it just, you know, gives something more elevated, special and statement-y to my otherwise very plain and minimalistic outfits. The other item that I honestly think about since 1.5 years are the DIOR Nautilus boots. Ever since I saw these shoes on the runway, I was hooked, I was in love. I kind of always, you know, circled around these shoes, but I never, or until now, never pulled the trigger because I just didn't know, are they versatile enough? Are they even comfortable? Because like the silhouette is very slim, for the fact that of course these are very pricey. So I don't know if I would buy these new. Maybe I would try to get my hands on these on the pre-loved market for a better price. But I actually tried them on in the boutique just today. I will insert a picture of that as well, and I loved it. They are everything I want in a bootie, but they are also like a summer version of a boot. I also like the idea of styling them to all of my cropped and slightly, you know, kick-flared trousers. I think these go beautiful with these. So I think that at the end of the day, these are more versatile than one might think at first glance. So let's move away from Dior, at least for a while, to Regina Pio. I already showed this blouse to my followers over on Instagram. If you don't follow me there, you know, it's just a suggestion. And I love this blouse because of its slightly 80s kind of design. It has this beautiful dramatic kind of shawl that lies on the front of the blouse, but it's like attached to it, so it's not like a scarf or anything, it just looks like it. It gives me all the 80s Dallas kinds of vibes, and I love the color. It's such a beautiful champagne, slightly citrusy, like lemony color. I think it looks very elegant. It's a perfect like day to night blouse. I also don't have anything in that color yet, and I am a huge lover of silk. If you follow me already, you know that I love to talk about how amazing silk is. I think that this particular design, the cut and the color would totally add something new and something fresh to my wardrobe. I also have a couple of designers that I don't particularly have like specific items on mind of, but I really would love to introduce them to my wardrobe. So one of these is a jewelry brand which is called Catbird, and they are actually a sustainable jewelry brand. All of their pieces are made by local artists within Brooklyn, which is a beautiful thing. It is a very local approach, which is always good. And their jewelry is super affordable for the fact that you get actual gold and actual diamonds. So I love dainty items that go with everything and that you can wear every day. And so far I only really have like these 2 pieces of jewelry and I think 2 pairs of earrings or something. The earrings are just custom jewelry and these 2 items are gold. So I would love to add more fine jewelry. Also, of course, I would love to contribute to a more local designer or local design approach and something that is a little bit more meaningful. All of the items that I do own and that I do wear on a daily basis have a meaning for me, to me. So this would be a beautiful addition. And the other 2 brands that I would love to add to my wardrobe would be NANUSHKA and Magda Butrym. So I already talked about Magda Butrym in my recent Q&A video, and I talked about NANUSHKA quite often, and I often had items by NANUSHKA on my wish list, but somehow I always got distracted. I always went for something else, but I think both brands are beautiful. I love them for what they are. I love Magda Butrym for her like Polish heritage inspiration that she always like brings into her designs, and they are still super modern, super feminine, sexy and edgy. I love that. I totally need something from her in my wardrobe. And I also love NANUSHKA for the fact that they are also a like still kind of new European brand. They use vegan leather exclusively on all of their designs. I basically love all of their colorways. They have the most beautiful neutral beige and off-white shades. They have the most beautiful pink and violet shades. Like their color game is on spot. I would also add to my closet is another pair of leather trousers. I talked about my leather trousers so many times, and they are probably one of the most worn items of the whole year for me. So I love them. I get a ton wear out of them. I value them so much. So I really would love to add another pair to my wardrobe. I'm not quite sure, you know, which pair or which brand. However, I really would like to have a more straight and wider cut to add, so that I have a little bit of, you know, of a style variation. I really love the Totem leather pants that I will insert here as well. They have this very high-waisted and straight cut. They are like proper trousers. They're not like your leather leggings or anything like that. But I also love these ones. I think they are by Petar Petrov in this beautiful burgundy color. I love them. I just don't know if these would fit my body type that well. But yeah, these are also quite pricey, and I'm not sure if I want to, you know, take that plunge. Another pair of trousers that I also have my eyes on since like half a year or something, or a year, and these are the Tilda trousers by The Row. I already tried these on once. I didn't buy them because they are quite pricey, obviously, it's The Row, but listen, these trousers, this material, I don't know how they do it. I don't know if it's the cut, if it's the material, but these trousers sit like a glove. They basically emphasize all the good things about your figure, and they magically hide all the bad things about it. So yeah, I think that at some point I will totally have to buy these, maybe like next year or something. Or these would also be something that I would love to, you know, save a couple of bucks on like the Black Friday weekend or anything, because yeah, they are not cheap, but they do so much for your figure. They are so flattering, and they are also extremely timeless and something that, you know, I see myself owning for years and years and years. And then we have two more items that I am not so sure about, but they are just, you know, keep coming back to my mind over and over and over again. The first item would be the Max Mara teddy coat. Yes, I know you probably can't hear another person talking about this teddy coat, and I know that we all seen it, we've been there, we've done that. I kind of know, I kind of get that, but I still love it. Every season I'd say to myself, oh no, I'm not gonna get that Max Mara teddy coat. That's like over, you know, I've been there, I'm not interested in it anymore. Then I see it in real life and I fall for it again. Last year I decided to buy myself a teddy coat by Stan Studio. I talked about that in a very old video, it's like 1 year ago or something. And honestly, I am not very pleased with the quality of this coat. It doesn't have any shape to it. It just like, you know, started to hang like a sack, like on my shoulders. You know, I didn't really feel great in this coat, to be honest. So I also tried on the Max Mara teddy coat this season. I just tried it on, just looking, you know. I always assumed that this coat would be super heavy, but it is feather light. It's amazing. It's obviously super cozy. The cut is so dramatic and so beautiful. It actually has this kind of shape to it that I totally miss on my Stan Studio coat. I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money, but I just can't stop thinking about it. Tell me, what do you guys think? Do you think it's worth the money, or do you think I should just, you know, say goodbye to this idea of a coat? And last but not least, the bag. Which will be the next bag that I'm getting. I honestly have no idea, but I really still like the 30 Montaigne bag by Dior. So when this bag came out, I liked it very much. For a long time I thought this would be something that I would buy rather than the saddle bag, which, haha, you know how that ended. And again, this is a bag that just comes back onto my mind over and over again. I will certainly not buy it this year. You know that I am on a bag shopping ban for the rest of this year. However, I like the 30 Montaigne bag because the logo, it's there, it's big, but it is more of an abstract new logo approach for Dior, and that, to me at least, makes it a little less recognizable and less logo-ish. I also, of course, love the fact that it is more of a champagne-y hardware, which I always love because it goes with everything, and it's very like light and fresh and not as heavy looking as, like, you know, yellow or brushed gold appears. I love that it is structured. I love that you can carry it crossbody. It's like a, you know, a little bit like a college bag or something. I am a sucker for flat bags. Yeah, I'm not sure about the color. I'm not sure about the leather. Today saw actually that the 30 Montaigne bag now also comes with a grained leather, which is amazing because, like, the leather actually was one of those aspects that bothered me the most about the 30 Montaigne, because the leather is so smooth and it gets scratched so easily. But the new grained leather definitely brings that bag back into the game. And I also really like this bag in the oblique monogram. So I know that a lot of people out there don't really appreciate the oblique monogram, and to this point I never, you know, made the final step to get myself something in that pattern. However, I personally really like it. I think that it is the most beautiful monogram pattern out there if I compare it to Louis Vuitton or to Gucci or anything really. I love the navy blue, I love the beige colors. I also think that if you hold it in your hands and if you see this pattern in real life, it's almost three-dimensional. It's so beautiful. The craftsmanship is amazing. There's so much detail in it, and I have to say that for me the vintage approach or like character of the oblique monogram paired with the also kind of vintage structured inspired design of the bag goes very well. So I kind of think that this may be my favorite, but yeah, I don't know yet. What do you think of this bag? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm still not 100% sure. So yeah, I would really appreciate your thoughts on that bag. So yeah, that's actually it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of all the items, especially of course the last two ones. But if you already own any of the items that I've mentioned, I would be more than happy and super thankful if you actually tell me about it and tell me if you are happy with them or if they are worth the money. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!